Welcome back, and so it begins the first part of this year's Bonneville adventure. I'm on my way to the train station and then to the airport and flying over to Colorado. Yeah. Wow. Another jump. Wow. Okay, ready? There's the. I think we want to go to the other side and start by removing the belt. Probably. Yeah.
We'll be right here. Okay. Oopsies, wrong side.
Keep the belt like that.
Scrubber. I got a scrubber.
Oh, nice.
Put dirt on.
Do some scrubbing. And now the belt is almost off. Like that. Now it's off. I think we want to disconnect these.
Travis, move up.
Travis.
Motorbike shop.
Yep. That's where we're at.
Look that just splattered on me.
Oh, I cut myself. What? How did that happen? Oh, you cut yourself too.
No, it is splattered on us.
Okay, so I cut myself and I... Whoa, adventure. Adventure. Yeah, I called it just a few minutes ago and they found it. So I'm gonna go get it.
Okay.
And
I'm sending him in the purple nerve.
yeah. Lost my phone at the airport last night. Luckily somebody found it. It's actually my first time driving in America. So it's funny. Phone reacquired. Now I can get started. Thank you, Noah. Need some help there?
Safer to ride.
Yeah.
Not much. Just a little.
Just a little. Just a little. Death machine.
Total death. The guy was like pretty surprised when it looked out $1,000. Yeah, alright, I'll take it.
Yeah. Salty. Oh my. Ooh.
Windy today.
Grab the door for you.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Just shit.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're ready. We're gonna take the old engine out and start assembling the new one. And take it from there. One.
I could.
Whoa, that's some rusty, dirty water.
There's one facing us for mine. And
Does Bonneville look like that, Dirk?
Yeah, I think maybe the water got a little bit dirty and rusty because of it's been sitting for so long. Oh man, that's some crusty fuel.
Do you need my help?
No, I think I'm good right now.
No, we are helping together right now.
Yeah.
It's an oval. Oval.
It's an oval, yeah.
Oval. Thanks. I'm not good.
That's
But what are we gonna work tomorrow?
well, probably hard tomorrow too. Whoa, there we go.
Here's the money.
Oh wow, we can put this over.
Yeah, we gotta get our hair.
Morning Saturday now. I've already assembled the engine and mocked it up, and it seems like it'll be a pretty simple job to make a new mount that picks up this mounting point. And luckily the pipe fits perfectly and there's no chance of it hitting the wheel. And I've cut these. So I've cut the bosses here and removed the bushings, and then I've hard mounted them, hard mounted the caliper. And I think that might have solved our problem how this wasn't really usable last year. So this is, if you might remember, this is J-Bot's idea. So when that Varitator does its thing, and as it's a fixed pulley setup, the whole engine moves towards this pulley, and this is there to keep it from doing that. And in that way, you can keep it in a lower gear. So it's a manual shifter system. But we haven't gotten that to work yet, well, last year. And as is tradition, it's super hard for me to do the talking to the camera bit around people, for some reason. So, but I'm going to force myself more today so we can get some actual normal two-stroke stuffing going here. So thank you Long Tuning, thank you Mito Toyo, thank you X Laser Lab, thank you Epic Fred. I'm gonna put this on temporarily, and when everything is back together we can get some proper stick replacement going. Look at that. Yeah. Hey!
Oh shit, he's already up and at it.
Yeah, well, woke up at 5. Need to remove one of the spacers there to, I'll show you, make room for the ignition sensor. See how, if we mount the sensor here, it'll hit this, so I don't think that'll make a difference really. Like that. More than enough support without this in there. cut a piece of this and mount it with this bolt.
And now we have to put our air muffs on.
Yeah, but we're not going to do the cutting now. Now we're going to go to Harbor Freight and get that toolbox so we can actually clean up after us and have a place for all the stuff. And on this side, Noah, we're going to make a bigger bracket so that we can use the rear engine mount here. So we'll have to cut 2 brackets.
So now we can put this on here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Over here.
Over here. Wow.
I slide it on the side.
Slide on the side.
No, but you be nice to Dad and Alex. Okay.
Okay.
We're going traveling.
Yep. Going traveling.
Now we feel real pain.
I'm ready to keep it for my mom.
Yeah, let's get the Super Stadium Seat Deluxe Edition.
Awesome.
Who was that?
Awesome.
It's got some bird poop on it, but you're gonna be okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're gonna live.
I'm gonna live. Gonna live forever.
Get your car seat out of the van.
No, it's not.
Out the way.
Fast and slow. Fast and slow. Fast and slow. Fast and slow. Whoa, let's do it slow.
Yeah, look how it's jammers.
I thought I forgot where you parked. Where's
It's
that?
great toy. Yeah. Alright, you guys have a good rest of your day.
Oh, thank you.
It's only one. I was worried there was a multiple. Like, we're screwed, man.
You're screwed. Well, I'm screwed.
Yeah. It's fine.
Maybe I can like sit down here.
Dude,
Toolbox.
fuck yeah, toolbox.
Toolbox. Not the one I wanted though, but
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
But I'm nice to you.
You are.
Very nice to the planet.
Very nice.
Filming. Take care of filming.
It'll be right up.
Okay, thank you.
Can you help me, Dad?
Yeah.
Okay, this way.
Yep. First, let's take these out of the box.
Oh, that is open right up.
And here's the tools.
Ah, yeah!
Those stickers. Radiator. Oh,
Salt.
so now I'm gonna use some cardboard, or maybe even this piece. And we're gonna see how big we need to make it. Maybe you can go and grab your scissors so we can cut this. So the original plan was to use the mounting hole here, but I think we could still do that. But we're gonna do that on the other side. But I think it'll be easy to come too close to the belt. So I think we want to use this point here and then that original originally meant point on the other side.
I got pieces.
Nice.
Why did you want me to cut pieces?
Well,
Actually,
so you had some pieces to play with. Now I'm gonna cut these pieces on minion. Got the new brackets mounted here. So there's this mounting point and this mounting point on this side. And the other side has this mounting point only. But I actually think that's, like, I don't think adding a bracket from here to here would really add any stiffness at all. And it's super, like the frame is bending, not the mounts. I plan on mounting, like putting a spacer here though, just to stiffen up this. But I think this is good enough. Good enough. So now hooking up the ignition system and then a bunch of tiny bits and cleanup and fiddly stuff. I'm gonna test Travis's dyno. That's an addition from last year. You might remember the roller. It's mounted in a frame now. And we're gonna test it with his 500 and do a coast down run and prepare it for moped day. Probably tomorrow, might be today. We might have a startup today, but probably tomorrow. And then some dyno testing and some road testing.
1,800. That's it. 1,800.
Oh, that's the... Uh-huh. Sunday morning. Now I want to get the bike running and do some testing. So first, ignition unit, or wiring really. I want to find a good place for this here. I think I want to, ideally on the inside of the frame, but I want to be able to access the programming port from the outside without disassembling the tank and stuff. And I think I'm just gonna pull out the original wiring in here, because it's just like a couple of buttons and some wires, and just tidy up everything and put on some use the new connectors once you saw me get in the previous video.
En el taller con sudor en la frente, mi motor nuevo, un sueño latente. Dos tiempos rugen como un trueno distante, el corazón late con ritmo constante. Con mis manos y esta vieja llave, le doy forma a un rugido que sabe a pasión pura y camino sin freno. Cada tuerca es un paso hacia el cielo. Que cantas en la brisa, tu rugido es mi mayor sonrisa. Te construyo con amor y paciencia
That one and the black
It's
one.
gonna take 30 minutes to get done working on this bike.
Hmm?
It's gonna take 30 minutes on day to get done working on this bike.
Yeah, probably. Well, hopefully it doesn't take more than maybe 1 or 2 days. Because we need to be able to get some testing done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eres mi escape, mi gran resistencia. El humo baila como nubes ligeras, el aceite fluye historia enteras, la chispa salta, el fuego comienza, mi máquina vive llena de presencia, la noche llega, el taller no descansa, cada giro es un paso en más.
I think I managed to drop one of the screws for the carb into the carb and actually further into the engine. That would have been great. No, it's not in here.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a good thing because it can't be up there.
Yeah.
So then it's just, well, then I just did this for nothing.
Be nice to find though, huh?
Yeah.
Escrita en perfecta armonía, es mi obra, mi motor.
Not too hard today.
Motor que cantas en la brisa, tu rugido es mi mayor sonrisa. Te construyo con amor y paciencia, eres mi escape, mi gran resistencia.
I think I'm going to just drill some holes in the bracket here, and then we're going to have the tensioning springs sitting like externally here, and in that way they'll be much easier to access. And also all the force will be here, which is closer to where the belt is pulling, so I think that's even better than in the middle. I've never been here.
Yeah, it's too hot to sit outside.
Sugar bug?
Nova.
Nova. I am Nova.
We gotta go get the bracelet and necklace. We gotta preschool and go get our stuff.
Way over there.
It occurred to me this morning that maybe I can use one of the gas struts from this for tensioning the Varitator, because it works just fine with just one. We could even steal both if needs be. Like something in the neighborhood of this. That's a little might be we want to put both in there though. It's definitely not too stiff, that's for sure. But is there enough range? How do we? Oh, like that. Oh yeah, no problem. That turned out perfectly, I think. I think we're onto something here. Needs more spring tension. Travis has been so eager to do some aluminium welding, so we have to make a bracket here now for the yesterday's idea. So that's what's going down.
Motor nuevo, un sueño latente. Dos tiempos rugen como un trueno distante. El corazón late con ritmo constante. Con mis manos y esta vieja llave Luego forma un rugido que sabe. Te construyo con amor y paciencia. Eres mi escape, mi gran resistencia.
That'll be the front side.
Oh, nice. Pretty side.
Side people will see. Added a little more rigidity to the brake counter mount, so hopefully that'll stiffen things up even further.
Chispa salta, el fuego comienza. Mi máquina vive llena de presencia. La noche llega, el taller no descansa. Cada giro es un paso en la danza. Los tiempos gritan perfecta armonía. Es mi obra, mi motor, mi alegría. Oh, motor que cantas en la brisa. Tu rugido es mi mayor sonrisa. Te construyo con amor y paciencia.
You need to be able to operate it without taking your hands off the handlebars, and it has to also shut off if you fall off. But that doesn't mean both things has to be happen here. So the leash could be connected to that and just separately, and like a tiny little zip tie so that it
Yeah, I like that idea.
breaks. I think make this just
Might have a thumb thing that would bolt onto here.
yeah, that would be like perfect.
En la sal del desierto me fui a correr. Mi moped gritaba como un trueno al nacer. El viento silbaba canciones de ayer. Y el sol me miraba con un fuego que arder. Ruge moped mío, vuela sin parar. Que las ruedas griten, quiero conquistar. Hongos en el aire, maracas al son. Que en esta carrera
I'm celebrating a successful startup, nothing breaks, and it makes a bunch of power in advance. You have to go into town to pick up some fuel. And I'm well aware that with my luck, it might not even start, or it might just immediately break, or it might make no power at all. Has happened before. We'll see. Good job. Worst case scenario, we'll be pulling from the back side here, like completely 180 degrees from the pull direction. Let's see if it still works and see if it breaks after releasing the plunger. Perfect. Just perfect. Kind of ugly, the first little bit there though. Like some brown blubbery stuff. Maybe that's the problem. Let's hope for normal problem this time.
Yeah.
Not stupid stuff like
Dad, remember when
well, it did like when I returned last year without the crank getting out of true issue. Then everything were fine. So hopefully that seal is still sealing. And the spring is actually in place and stuff. Just extremely rich. I think that's the problem. Oh, the choke is on, but I think it's just Currently we're sitting at 15-degree flat line, so now we're going to make that more normal two-stroke programming. What's going on here is the bike actually started and ran great, but then the variator nut flew off and pieces of the variator also flew off. But now it's Loctited on and we're gonna put some weights on because it weren't variating at all. And that's good because then we know the spring tension is not too loose. So I think the next startup will be a good one. But that won't be now because we want to let this cure a good while so we don't die. Last year we broke a window here from pretty much the same thing, just a smaller part. Oh wow. Here's the bull. The buffalo, not the bull. The buffalo. Oh, wow. Back from grabbing some pizza. I don't think I've ever had anything running properly with this carb. Still the same thing, probably.
Not as bad.
No, still the same.
Definitely not as bad.
Going lean up top then on with that car. I think we'll just replace the car. I'm not sure how much we talked about this yesterday, but like various things to do here to make this work, because as of now there's far too much flex and the belt can move far too much. Huge thank you to X-Laser Lab, Long Tuning, Tutorial, Motorscoot.net, Emot Racing, Epic Fred, Uberclaw, Tutorial, I think I said Tutorial, ARC, thank you.
Yeah, it would only run on choke. I was giving it wide open throttle there at the end. It was taking wide open throttle now.
Yeah, so
but I had to start it with the choke.
Yeah, so we need to add more. Now it's pretty warm too. Like 140.
Maybe a little lean.
I think it's lean still actually.
Yeah. Still lots of hesitation.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
This bike's for a
Oh wow.
TC350.
I think I've got some real similar ones in my shop.
Oh, cool.
They didn't fit this bike, so you can see
Very
how
cool.
the cut.
Yeah, make it.
Wow. Red line.
Yeah, making them 2 strokes.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody's out there with their computers except us.
Trying to get it. It had a spot where we're just coming off of the main.
Mid-range burble.
Yeah.
It would
Stumble.
And you would get stuck there.
It would just like
Yeah.
hit a wall.
Yeah.
And when I knew it was coming, I'd pull the clutch in, slip the crap out of it, and then it would just run like hell.
Yeah.
Sounds like the two-stroke struggle.
And it
Really.
had power.
Magic.
Yeah.
It had power jets on it too.
All by yourself, Travis. You did it all by yourself. I gotta watch this down a little bit. Like that. Last day here, leaving at about noon today. So now we're doing some testing. Going to do some testing, hopefully. In the old camper. Still going strong. Hadouken. Shaka bro. Seems like the clutch is grabbing too early. We might have to fix that. Well, we have to fix that. It does actually work. That's not bad.
It's working.
Was it fast though? Hard to say.
Seems like half to wide open throttle.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter much.
No, okay.
But it's almost like it's I mean, it's taking off and going.
Yeah, yeah.
I turned around up there. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go up this hill.
Yeah.
And it started.
Actually made it, yeah.
But then it took a while to, you know, it just didn't want to rev up. It doesn't have the tachometer, so I didn't see any RPMs.
But it's probably the clutch grabbing a little early.
Yeah, but then I let off here. Did you hear it shift?
Yeah, it actually worked.
That's working.
That was cool, yeah. Did you like ease into it or just like blip it?
I need to go easier.
Yeah. But I heard like the one shift there, that was a good shift. Like
the first time it didn't want to take off.
No.
And it's because I forgot to
probably
use it.
It's because the clutch is grabbing a little early, and you have to. We gotta remember to push it hard forwards before we take off. I think. Yeah.
The other times maybe that's why it got up on to the RPMs because I remembered to grab it before it took off. But
then
that first time I totally forgot to grab it. got, I think, plenty of gear.
Yeah.
They might just need a little jetting work to pull.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah, because the temperatures here are, well, we don't know yet how they are at like full blast, but yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Might have a chance. Success. Well, oh shit. Haven't seen the numbers yet, but I think we're getting there. At 13,000 RPM, so as you said, pretty low.
Yeah.
Exhaust temp was sitting at 774.
Yeah.
So half.
Cool. That's cool.
Head temp 200, so half there too. Oh.